Hi guys, good evening. Just give me one moment there. Hi Suraj, hi Kumar, hi Fernando, hi David, hi Tarun, hi Sandeep, hi Shiran, hi Ankur, hi Uparino, hi Sainath, hi Jess. I am still exhausted, but it's okay. Thank you for asking. Hi Ankur. So, so let's start from the sheet first and see what we did and where we find good ideas. So ES, it came right to 4668 and it got stuck right there. So now the momentum has shifted. It will be neutral to positive. Triple Q never went below 3899. So it was 40%, but it was 399 target and it closed right on that, I believe. Triple Q. Closed on 39969. So this was good. Apple, it opened above this, so I never actually entered into this trade. This failed. AMD did all the targets, closed right on that target. Amazon did 3576 perfectly well. Chewy, I did not even check. Roku never triggered. CRM, I entered. It made 294.97. It's there. Facebook made 339. Google went on to make 29.20, so it's almost there. Lucid made 55. It's done. Shop never triggered. McDonald never triggered. D-Dog stuck. Microsoft, it opened above like around the first target and completed the second target. MU still looking for the first target. Netflix did 668, but never actually break out of it. Snow didn't work. Tesla, it worked. It went to 1142. Some of these actually made 10 o'clock initially, but then they gave opportunity like MU, AMD, Amazon, all gave opportunity to go. Tesla, all of them gave opportunity to enter. So that's why I'm saying if you miss something, it's all right. But if you just keep an eye, wait to enter. Like for me, CRM did the job. I did not trade much because I was not feeling well, but CRM did the good trade for me. So I'm happy with that. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, Nehal. Hi, Miza. Hi, Ramakrishna. Hi, Salim. Hi, Chris. Hi, Sam. Hi, Jivesh. Fernando, you will just see all these levels. I will just make these levels in front of you using Fibonacci regression channels. That's it. And my 1234 EMA. By now, you all must be using 1234 EMA, and you will understand and appreciate that it works. Yes, John, I use Fibonacci. Hi, Kagan. Hi, Bajwa. All right. So let me just start with my daily scan. I do want to include a couple of more stocks here, which we discussed. So yesterday we were discussing MTTTR. I remember. So I kept an eye on it. I made some positions on AMAT. TSM is still there. And let me see what I see in my scanner for inside days. So let me scan my inside day. And if you have any tickers which has good setup, hi Greg. McDonald, GME, AL, Futu, FCell. Not really. Let me see if we have any double inside day. Double inside day will be really, really cool. Let me search in all stocks. Nuntanix, NTNX. So that's also a chip stock. Any other ticker you think which is looking good? A firm, I think I already have a firm. So a firm Chewy. No, I don't want to touch BA. It's dangerous. Moderna. Yes, we can, but Moderna has done its job. From the weekly star, I think it has done its job. It will only go down from here. Sierra might take it again at around 945, 950. Qcom, yes. Geo EV, guys, I do not trade on all these companies. DKNG, I'm not trading. Neo, yes, it looks good. PayPal, Square, MasterCard, Visa, they're not in like trading zone as of now. Mr. But I use 1234 in daily and 30 minutes. Debian is not a good company to trade. Options are very expensive. No point. If I have to make money, I need to find a good trade. No, Tilray, I'll just check Tilray at a later point. BNTX. See, one thing which I want to share, guys, one second before you post anything more on the chat. One thing which I want to share is, first and foremost thing you need to do is you need to keep your watch list confined. If you run all over the place, you will never ever make money. Take 5 to 10 stocks in your watch list, which you can daily observe, follow, and understand their price action. If you do that, that is more than enough. There is no need to randomly go and search for many options. It may work for one day, but it will not work for the rest of the week. Better to choose one. It will give you opportunity, and then you can trade on that. Again, people keep on just posting their tickers rather than understanding a simple fact. I follow this. I do not look at any other thing. Pick one or two, and that's about it. End of the day, I am green. You just, if you have a setup, you're observing the ticker, you have a chart. Yes, it does make sense. But if you do not have a ticker and you're just running because you heard a news or you heard from your friend's phone or a group that, yes, we should buy this, never ever do that. It's your money. Just imagine yourself when you're going to office, you spend 8 hours to get $500 a day. Now, if you want to spend that $500, think 10 times how you're going to spend it, because that is the money you're taking out from your job, investing into the market. That will help you make a proper decision. Make a journal that why you are taking a trade. This is an example of a journal which I share. Write down your into your Excel sheet that why you are picking this stock. Just ask yourself why you are picking it. What is your emotional state? Are you in a meeting? Are you going in a meeting? Are you free? Are you supposed to leave in few minutes? Ask all this question. Okay. Check what is the candle pattern you have. And then check if there is any FOMC news or any big event happening for that stock. Check the 12 and 34 EMA on 30-minute and Monday. Check if there's any option flow backing it up. Check, are you chasing? Check what is the risk. And then see what is your conviction. If your conviction is 60 to 80%, go for it. This may take a minute. If your trade cannot wait for a minute, then you are just chasing the trade. Everybody will say market is all about timing. Yes, but when you get the options or stock at your price, that is what is called as ultimate timing. not when you just buy them in a rush and then wait for the strategies in order to recoup that losses which you incurred while chasing the stocks or options. This is a very important experience which I'm sharing. I've been through it. I've burnt so much dollars. I'm just sharing this information. It will bring patience. If you have patience, you will make money. All right. So let me get started for today. So hi and welcome to everybody. It's me, Naval, and I'm going to walk you through my planning sheet, which is for tomorrow, 11:30, which is a month end. And before that, I just want to add one more fact here, which I was just checking on Fed. Last week, we had the expiry. Not last week. 2 weeks back, we had the expiry. Let me remove the volume in the futures. Right. So this is the monthly expiry, 11/19. And you see, we did not had a massive move here. Unlike previous expiries, we used to have big drawdown or big up move. It means at this point, the stimulus money were kind of off. They were not invested. Friday, there was no stimulus money. So when you saw the fall was quick, half a day, but the volume was massive because there was no buyer with that stimulus money. Institutional investors, banks, mutual funds, they were not buying. Today, there is some recovery, but the divergence was still high. And now, if we get some positive, once we break this 4668 with Powell's statement tomorrow, I believe he's going to say that yes, Fed is going to support the economy in any possible manner with respect to Omicron. As soon as he says this, market will take a cue and market is going to hit right 4779. Non-stop, there is no resistance. It's going to hit tuck, 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 tuck straight. So let's be very cautious. If we break 4668 on a positive note, this will give a good opportunity for the longs, and then the Fed money will come because every month they have to put the money in. It's a monthly budget. As of now, I have not seen that Fed money. Tomorrow is the last day. Hopefully it will come. All right. That's another aspect which I wanted to share. All right. Just check my position. Okay. I'm in loss. Good loss. So ES. So ES as of now is making an inside day. It's an inside day because Friday had a massive move. Now 4608 is a 34 EMA area and 4668. And you remember I posted 4668 on Twitter as well. And we just touched this point and were not able to break it. So please be careful on this point that this 4668 is really, really important. This is, I will call it inflection. Inflection. Above this, we have no resistance whatsoever and we can move into this. Below, unless now because until today, I was not sure about the Omicron virus and still I'm just waiting for more details. But as of now, market is holding this 4581. So market will turn bearish once we break below this. If we break below this, we're going to hit 4382 in straight line. It will not stop. Will come all the way down here. So this 4581 is really, really important. Now it has another support, 4608. So this support is by 34 EMA, which is in red. And the green EMA is force. Let me just clear it up. Green EMA is 4660 as of now. So as soon as we break 4660, 4660 will become a stop loss, and then we can just run, and it can run smoothly and strongly on the upper side. All right. So yes, I am now positive to neutral. And one more thing for all the people who don't know, I call something positive when I'm sure that yes, it is ready for a up move, and it's a trend which I make bias. And trend do not change like from positive to negative in a single day. They always go from positive to neutral and then short. Similarly, short to neutral and then positive. This was neutral, now it has become positive. This was short and now it has become neutral. So buy above 4668, and you can match all these numbers which I create next in the live market and just understand that there is no magic to it. It's simple Fibonacci and EMAs, and they work. Only thing is you need to just understand how to place them and use them. Once we break this, first resistance area will be the Friday's high, 47.17, Thursday's high. And then once we break it, we will come and hit this area, 47.50. You might have some level of resistance at 4700, but that's about it. Now, this one is 60% positive, and I'm going to give it a green tag. And this is neutral. It was red, now it is neutral. Sell below 46. So here, where should I sell? I should sell below the close, which is 46.55, and this area. Let me just draw this line. You see, this is playing an important area. So 46.50, you can go short. $46.50, stop loss should be 46.60, and target will be 46.08 and 45.81, and this possibility is 40%. And QQQ has been leading this up move pretty strongly, so I'm not going to include any short move from QQQ because it is going pretty good. So I'm going to eliminate this. I'm going to eliminate this blank row. And let me call it 2. QQQ is positive. And let's jump onto the chart. Yes, green is 12 and the red is 34. QQQ. And you will see that market appreciates these numbers pretty nicely. So QQQ bounced right like it was open, and it opened again right in this place, completely filled the selling portion of it. It opened 396, broke the long-term resistance, broke above the selling zone, which is 399.57, and this was the selling zone 399.57. On the right, if you see, it is the selling zone where it has seen some traction. Again, this is a laggard area, so don't follow this if you don't understand it. Just understand this was the area where it has seen selling. Today it has shown a bull flag. given me a flag that yes, it's showing positive. The price action was looking really, really positive. Head and shoulders, not really. If it fails, then yes. Like if you're thinking about that, this, if it fails, then it becomes head and shoulders. But I have serious doubts on that. We're gonna hit this 402. But again, if and then 417. I do not have any resistance whatsoever in this area. Like guys, one more thing. When you're posting, please look at the sheet because I have covered all these stickers one by one. So I am looking to add triple Q. Now, this was my target. I'm going to buy above this now. 399.57. And where will be my target? Stop loss. My stop loss will be my this line, which is the resistance area, which is approximately half, plus this area, like low, close, high. So this number which comes out is pretty good. So it should act as a support loss, which is 397.50. So 397.50, and all the algorithms which usually use all these platforms, they determine these numbers. Right now I'm doing this manually, but they do it through algorithms. First target is 402.74. Second target will be 408.71. And now I'm 70% bullish. Triple Q will be the most positive index ETF in the market as compared to SPY, as compared to TIA, as compared to IWM. So it's gonna be very, very strong. Apple from neutral, I'm positive because it has tested my targets. So any target which was achieved, let me just make that as my stop loss because I achieved that target. Now Apple, uh, 158 will be extremely good target, and I think we're gonna hit 165 to 1767. That's my target. I do not have any resistance in it. So if I break above 162, which is the high here, I should get good traction. So I will just buy above this area. That's 160.80. Buy above 160.80. Stop loss is this. First target is 165.70. 167. Again 70% because triple Q is strong. A firm actually opened 140, but then it failed and failed with some strength. It came all the way, tested the 34 EMA and could not capitalize on it, but it still made a higher high. So the momentum is there, but it took the support of this resistance line, which was resistance in the past, now acting as a support. And I'm more positive. I will answer all this because it creates distraction for me. I'll answer all this once I'm done with my analysis. So this area 129.90, 130 area is providing good support here. So that should be a stop loss. And if we move above 133, 132.66, which is the open price, no, the close price, 132.75. Then we should hit 138 and 140.54. It actually opened here, so I will not even discount this, but 132 75. Stop loss is 129.85. Target is 138 and 140. 138, 65, 140, 54. I'm just reducing its conviction to 60% because it failed big time today, but I'm still positive on it. AMD did 168. AMD did 161.88. Now I'm gonna keep this as my stop loss 168.88, 161.88, and we'll try to hit this area, which is 173. So I'm focused to achieve 173 on AMD. Buy as close as you can. Like, I'm just giving you a range, because I already have positions here. So buy in between 162 to 164. Stop loss is 161. Target is 173 and 180. 39. Chip stocks are the strongest stocks, so it's going to be there. And I'm going to replace what you call Chewy with AMAT, and Roku with Qcom. McDonald's, I don't want to discuss, but I can remove McDonald's and introduce Neo. Moderna. Welcome to Moderna. So that's AMD. I'm still super confident. Amazon, I am bringing my target as my next area by about 35.76. So that's AMD. Amazon again, like, it's making an inside day, but today's volume was much comparatively as compared to we had on Friday. But on the candles, it's just showing me level of strength. Stop loss is 35.60, which is the 12 EMA. 35.53. So I'm going to buy above this. Stop loss is 35.53. And I do not have any resistance now. If I cross this, I'm going to hit 36.93. Straight line. Again, I'm just keeping it 60% because Amazon has failed so many times around 3,600. But it's still a good trade. AMAT, I even had positions on AMAT because AMAT is making a morning star. Not a clean morning star, but if you want to call this a bullish candle, because it is coming out of the price action with some strength. Last week it dropped a lot. This was making an evening star. It confirmed that evening star by giving the red candle down, and now it's breaking out of that evening star and closed above the resistance. The close and here the open and the close, this is higher. So it's coming to an area where it should bounce, and I do not see any resistance whatsoever on it. There's 154, 57, and that's about it. Let me also draw some Fibonacci levels on this, because this is the latest one. So let me just try the Fibonacci. This one is good because it came to a very good area. So let me start, and guys, just look at this. I'm taking this latest bottom because it's the support, taking 159 right there, and I will fix it and break here. So let me just check the low, which is 123.17. Right click here, 123.17. Just make sure whenever you're entering these numbers, they're up to the mark. That really helps. 159 is the high, and the low here is, come on, low here is 142.22. Now the numbers which should come out, they should perfectly behave. So this is 23. I do not have any resistance whatsoever until 155, 38, and 50 is a smaller resistance, 164. So I'm eyeing at 164 on AMAT. Stop loss is very small, 149.95. So AMAT is positive. And any candle pattern? No. Buy above 152. Stop loss 149.95. Target 155.91. 164.36. 70% confident. Then we have Qcom. Like I'm including more of the chip stocks because they are showing extremely good strength, and they have potential to go higher and higher. Qcom, if breaks above 185, can actually try to hit 200. So let's see what we can do here. So if you can get an entry above, this is the consolidation. Like if I draw this was kind of a consolidation. It break out of it, it should go and hit this area. So anytime we break out above 185, that's a positive trigger, and it should run after that. So I'm looking to add Qcom here above 185.39. My target will be first 188.77, which is my all-time high. I should hit that. 188.77. Then I do not have any intermediate resistance until I hit 200 roughly. 200 is an area where it can face some resistance. Its stop loss will be 180.62. So it's positive. I'm just giving it 60% because I do not trade on this. So I need to see. CRM today made the Morningstar. We had a potential Morningstar setup for this. It made that to the point. Closed right on that 12 EMA. Now we have the target 3.6. Tomorrow it has earnings. It is making that massive move. I will be not surprised if we hit 335 with earnings. And the momentum it had last time, it can go on and on. I have bad luck in my earnings trade, so I will not trade this, but it can easily hit 306. Stop loss is 294 now. So positive by about 290. Today's high is 298.50. So 298.39. I'm just taking 50. 294.45. Target is 306 and 311.75. We might even see 306 before the earning itself, if market supports. Facebook, I've been always vocal about adding Facebook in 330 area. It came right there, closed below it. So now 338 to 342 has been a great resistance. But I'm just telling you one more thing. If, and this is the weekly chart. Facebook on weekly chart is making cup and handle. It is making that. So potential to break this is really high. Like this is weeks, and consolidation of 4 to 5 weeks is here. And then it went up, tested 355, came down to 332. Now it's moving up. So it is setting up for a cup and handle breakout. I am very positive on Facebook. If you want to add leaps, this is the stock which I would recommend to add leaps. Now I want to add Facebook now above 340, 290. Like it's showing some weakness in the after hours, but that's again different. It can change in the market. If we break above 338 area, 338 where it closed, above 313,888, I will just go long in it because it has struggled a lot in this area. This time it should break out from here because I'm positive, so I'm not going to miss the opportunity to add. And this is the trade which I will not miss. Buy near 339. Stop loss is 337. It's very small stop loss. Target is 342.90, which will easily come, and then 355. There's a medium target right here at 345.23. Let me just add that as well. And here I'm 80% confident. So this is the trade which I do not want to miss. Google. Google came and tested all the way the 12 EMA, which is 29.24. It was 29.26. Again, exactly to the point. Now I want to buy above 29.25. My stop loss will be 29.03. And you see, if I'm positive on Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google, triple Q will automatically go up. That's why I'm bullish. Somebody was asking about why. I will answer, Mr. Oberino, once I'm done with my analysis, all these questions. So just give me some more time. Stop loss is this. My target on Google is, I do not have anything here. So 29.50 and then 3,020. So Google is again very positive. 3,019, like all-time high. I'm going to give it 70%. So it's not neutral anymore. It's positive. I was mostly bullish going in yesterday, but I did not trade much. Again, Lucid Motors, I am positive on this company. I am investor in this company, and I'm not selling my options. This breakout now, 54.40 stop loss. Look for 57, 60, 61 area, 61, 62 area. Lucid Motors. This will be my stop loss. This will be my first target. 61, 31 is my second target. 66 is my third target. It may reach 100 very easily by near 55 to 55.50. Shopify. Shopify kind of closed right on this 1566. It managed to hold it. So I will simply go long on it above 1594, keeping a stop loss of 1566. These two will be my targets, 1647 and 1670. So Shopify, I am still neutral because it needs to break out, but I want to buy above 1594, which is my 12 EMI. 1566 target is 1647 and 1670, 60%. Neo, like all the EV stocks, Neo is consolidating. Like if you look at the weekly candles here, it's making inverted head and shoulders as well. It is about to break out. It's like consolidation in this area is super hard. If it breaks out, and one more thing which I wanted to show on Neo on the daily charts, no 3-minute daily charts, that every time it comes around here, 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 it has faced enough resistance. Ramaya, I cannot answer your question regarding vehicles. I'm invested in Lucid when it was just $17. Why would you give a company Tesla $1 trillion thing when it does not even make cars? Like 10% of Honda or any other manufacturing company. It's just the Fed money, so there's no fundamental reason behind any of this. So I will not even go into that. So I will be looking to add new. They have numbers tomorrow. If I can get above 41, 42, above 43, it can massively get super bullish. So right now I'm just targeting 41, 42 to 42.90. Buy above 41, 42. Target is 42.98. Once we break 42.98, it's going to run to 45.74. So it has a good potential here. And stop loss in this case will be the 12 EMA, which is 40.63. And again, I'm 80% confident in this. Depending on their numbers, tomorrow delivery numbers, you will see some substantial traction on this. Even 45.74, 48 can also be done. D-Dog, I think D-Dog is, the equation for D-Dog is still the same. It's in that same region. It is making an ascending wedge, and I wanted it to, this is going, this is, usually it ends up like a fall, and it's coming in that area. So I'm going to reverse my trade on D-Dog, but D-Dog had some, this gap is filled and we are going up. So I'm just still going to give one more day to D-Dog and see if it works out or not. Otherwise, it can fall really badly. So D-Dog, I'm just going to keep this. I'm only going to raise my stop loss to 180. I'm going to buy it above 186 practically, 185. I want to buy this above 185. Move my stop loss to 183.60. And I'll be looking for these two targets and giving it 60%. Microsoft came exactly here to the box and then gave back. So now I'm going to buy Microsoft and stop loss will be 336. It's just that this was my target. Now I'm going to buy above this target. 338, 79, 336. And I'm going to look out for all-time highs, 349, 67. In between, there is some resistance around this area, 342.34. Let me just write that as well. 342.34. I'm still neutral on this because I needed to have some strength around this area. MU, I'm positive. MU is, I think it's called abandoned baby somewhere. It's really bullish candlestick pattern. Above 87, it can just fly to 89, 97 area. So I'm pretty bullish on MU. I still have my positions in MU. So I'm going to move my stop loss to 83, 85. That's my stop loss, 83, 85. Buy above 87.25 if you can get. You should get 88, 90 for 93, roughly 93.05, 97 again, 70% on MU. Netflix, I was looking at Netflix in the morning. It was showing some strength, but then it gave back. So again, I would try to do a trade on Netflix around 660, 270 area. If it breaks above that, or 666.80 area. No, let me just check. I'm still neutral on Netflix. My stop loss is 655 now, and buy above 662.77. And I'm still neutral, but I'm still expecting it to break out in this area. Then I have Snow. It's facing some resistance in this area, but it's making inverted head and shoulders. It's not a perfect one, but yes, it's there. Today's candle was off, so I'm going to give it one more shot to it. If it works out, then we should continue. So it's not a clean, but it's definitely having that move. Then Snow. Snow again is in the middle of everything. It went up, gave back, and tested 34 EMA, managed to hold above it. Tomorrow it has earnings, so I'm just going to ignore Snow, and I'm going to include Nvidia here. Nvidia is going for all-time highs. So Nvidia, you should keep a stop loss 330. Buy. Nvidia is positive. Stop loss is 330. Target is 350 straight line. This is 350 to 380. That's Nvidia's target, 383. You may see Nvidia there by Christmas. Buy around 335. If you can get an opportunity, buy around this. Bullish on Nvidia. Bullish on Tesla. Tesla finally showed some strength, but the only concerning thing was it did not had any volume. And if I get an opportunity, I would love to add it around 1105, or if it breaks 1146. If it does, then we are looking at all-time highs, and we will find resistance around 1275. So 1172 and 1275. Target is 1172, 1243, 1275. And 60% because he can sell anytime. Buy above 1146. Risk reward is a little bad here, but it is what it is. So I don't have any short positions for tomorrow because I'm expecting some good traction in the market. Oh, wow, it already moved. Let me just check on my crude futures. I hope I recovered a little bit. Okay. Looks all right. Okay, let me post the cost is non-stop. I do not have any idea on cost, what to do about cost. Let me share the meeting invite. You can all join in and we can talk over there. And we can go through all your comments one by one now and I can answer. So, see, do not count them if you cannot track. They do not lose momentum. At this time, futures have very low volume. They will catch up the volume around 3 a.m. 1234 is an EMA. Green EMA is 1234 EMA is red. And please mute yourself when you're coming. If you want to speak, just raise your hand and then I can let you speak. So we have a couple of tickers which we want to discuss. I will go through them. Do we see head and shoulders on QQQ? No. Bounce for a scalp. It will bounce. Nvidia, Amazon, we included. I'm more positive on QQQ because I have all the tickers positive, the big components, so it will. This is common sense, Vijay. It's 3 times positive. Cup and handle is a candlestick pattern, which is really positive. We'll discuss Melly. McDonald's, okay. Roku did not work. It's a sell on rise right now. It did not work. It's a sell on rise. I don't know why you find so complex things. Why you cannot focus on one thing? Like I've seen so many comments from you and so many discussions. You are all over the place. Why don't you focus? Focus on particular 5 stocks. I did that. I did that. Yes. I'll be looking for March Facebook calls. Sophie, we can discuss. Lucy, we answered. Zoom, there is no trade. There is no trade in Baba. Ignore Baba. I can explain Fibonacci retracement extension maybe next time with an example because I do not have an example right now, but I will explain. Moderna, yes. Why 409 soon, Deepak? There's no point in 409. So let's start with Moderna. We have a couple of people who are raising their hands. Yes, Vijay.
Okay, now the first one, cup and handle, I understand, but I was saying for Affirm, it's a cup and handle.
Affirm, cup and handle. Affirm, either way is positive. Where do you see cup and handle?
Maybe weekly. Can you?
Don't say maybe weekly.
No.
There's no cup and handle. I don't see. You want to say this one?
Yeah, that one and that it broken. And yeah.
This is how would I say? This is more than 8 to 9 months.
Okay.
That is well beyond the expectations of cup and handle.
Okay. So the thing is,
But,
next thing. Yeah.
1 second. But yes, if anybody wants to know, this is the consolidation. It went up, came down to the start of the cup, which is right there, and then it started to bounce. but it will confirm when it breaks above 176. So if you are into a firm, you need to have 176.65. If that confirms, then it will have a confirmation of cup handle. But if you take it over weekly and this massive consolidation, that breakout already happened here, which was this, and that breakout happened here. Okay, your second question.
Yeah, since we are you bullish on semiconductor sector, like, instead of going on many tickers, can we go with SOX? That's my question. Like, I know, but the ETF, like, it's like similar to QQQ, right?
I know, but point is, if one ticker is moving, why don't you jump onto that ticker? Why you want to just play conservative when you have a momentum backing you up?
Okay. Okay.
See, it's the decisions. When market is giving you an opportunity to make money, make use of that. Do not get conservative when market is giving you momentum. Let them, don't buy many lots, buy 2 lots and let them run. Let them run
Okay.
as much as you can.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Manchuk.
Hi, Naval. How are you? Thank
I'm
you
good.
for the technical analysis. It's very useful and I get profits. I have 2 questions. The first one is, so I'm not good entry person. So how can I learn good entry? Because sometimes when I wait for the 30 minutes for the market and it goes very quickly up and I enter for the stocks a little bit with high price.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
For example, let's take this one. So I usually say that at end of 10 o'clock, look at the entry areas. So if you have 21 tickers or 20 tickers, 3 is missing here, you will find at least 1 or 2 in their buying area at 10 o'clock. Focus on them. And what I have seen with you is you get stuck with the stock. If you are stuck with Lucid, you'll just buy Lucid. No, don't do that. Look for entries which are here. Because we are doing this exercise at this time. There's no live market, there's no pressure. So when we are discussing all these tickers, all these points, we are free from noise. And when we are free from noise or any kind of panic because of market or positions, we make good decisions. All right. So better to look out. Just need one trade in a day. One green trade give you $500, $1,000. That is enough. No need to make like 10 trades, lose 5, make 5, end up making 500. Take one trade, make 500, good enough. So look for any entries around this at 10 o'clock. And you may repeat the exercise with your stocks, with your watch list, and just see what comes in your entry area. Because I have my watch list, so I prefer this. You might have another watch list. You may do the same exercise, which I do, but wait for the entries.
Okay. And my second question is, I'm looking for MU and LCID for hold around as a swing, at least by the end of the year. Is it a good time to buy now?
MU definitely. Lucid, yes. Like, because I already have positions. As I told you, I have January 2023, 25 strike call options, and I'm not selling it. So anytime it comes down, I'll be a buyer in Lucid. But it will run. It will run like anything.
So it's good to...
Yes, but MU is my preferred choice at this point because MU, AMD, AMAT, Nvidia, they're strong and they are in a good demand. And I've seen in past few years, 2017, 2018, when these companies semi runs, they run non-stop, no matter what. Okay. So you have really good chance.
AMD. So
AMD, MU, Nvidia, all the chip stock, Qcom, you just need to enter in one of them. Choose one of them and then follow it. And you can swing that.
Okay, thank you so much, Naval. Really appreciate it.
No problems.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Yes, Mr. General Low.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, thank you. I have two questions, Naval. The one is like maybe if you, I'm sorry if you have covered it in the past. How do you draw your channels? Like, is there a video on that?
There's no video on that. It's simply like I choose. Like again, this will only come when you have practice. You may go back 1 year, you may go back 6 months, you may go back few weeks, or even sometimes I go back 5 years. It's just that once you put a trend, you need to go back and see whether the candles are following that trend or not. If they are following it, then you have drawn it properly. If they're not there, like I draw it here. You see, it's following here. It's following here. So I'm confident that yes, my chart is right. Now, in case if it was not there, I would have gone back.
Yep, makes sense. The other question.
Try and test.
Yeah, I think so. At least you spend more time with Think and Same is still learning. The other question is like, you have your list, right? So usually what do you do? I mean, when you have a stock that reaching within your comfort level, so you just buy the call options, or you actually buy the actual to just take a position?
I don't buy stocks.
So it's simply call options.
I want simply call options.
And then so like when do you sell those options?
When I'm making good money.
Of course. No, usually what is like, I mean, so when
I have a target of $2,000. So if I'm getting $2,000, I will simply book it, no matter what.
Perfect. Yep. Nothing, I mean, so sorry, I'm a newbie, so still learning.
That's why I ask people, nobody can define your greed. Nobody can define your risk. Define yourself. If you have to take a risk, how much you can take risk. Like sometimes I've lost $20,000 in a day. Sometimes I've lost $50,000 overnight and just like vanished or decimated my option account. I've been through that. So I have my own risk appetite. I have my own greed. I can run for $50,000 in a single trade. I may even book it for $500. But that's me. Similarly, you need to define that what is the risk you want to take on a trade. Once you are able to define that, you will start making money, because then you will not panic. Supposedly you want to take $1,000 risk. You should not buy 50 lots, buy 10 lots and keep a stop loss in your mind with respect to a 30-minute candle like here for $1,000 and make a quantity based on that. Instead of 20 or 50 lots, make 5. That will give you ample window. Plus, you will not panic because you have already planned that, yes, I'm ready to lose this much. Now, when it moves, try to have at least 2 to 3 times of your stop loss. That's it.
But and once it reaches your target, you sell, just simply like
just sell it. Yeah, jo paisa aa gaya, that's the only thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Good. Thank you.
I have January 2023 25 strike options on Lucid Motors. I bought them at 4.8. I was screaming people to buy Lucid Motors at 17. Now people are running for it. Yep. So I want to discuss Moderna first before I move on to the next one, because Moderna is, many people are thinking it's going to go up. I have my doubts and I will share you why. And this was a morning star on the weekly, and then we have a massive big move up. We are in a good selling zone, and that's it. When we are in good selling zone and there's a gap between the 12 EMA and the candle. It's making a cross. It's not good. It might open around maybe $5-7. It actually filled this entire gap today. The low was 377.1 and high is 376. It may go to 377, 378, and then it will see the sell-off. I have no doubts on that. So that is Moderna. AMAT we discussed. Moderna, Qcom, Neo we discussed. Okay. And please have your names, because I do not know how to call you. Yes, HS.
Hi, Naval. Thank you so much for doing this. I wanted to ask about Matterport and also Bitcoin stocks. I know that a lot of them ran today.
Yes,
and also,
I'll start from coin.
sure.
I made a position in coin and made good money in just half an hour. I was waiting for coin to come at 298. It came at 298 on Friday. I wanted to add, but I didn't want to risk. So I entered this morning around 307, 308. As soon as it break 313, which was the 34 EMA, I let it run. And it came all the way to the 12 EMA. Now, if it breaks 12 EMA, which is 323, it will come to 352. It has strong potential to go up. The only caveat here is that during the early hours, maybe like up to 10:30, coin options are really expensive. So if you buy them at that time, you will not make good money. So even if they will move up, they will not show the coin option value increments. But if it comes down, they will show the decrements pretty strongly, pretty quickly.
Okay.
So instead of coin, I also traded Mara. Mara is setting up for a flag. It's holding this 49.29 area pretty strongly. It tried to make a head and shoulders, but it's kind of consolidating here. So it's making a symmetrical triangle or ascending triangle like this. It's holding the base. So very high potential of it to hit 64. So the risk reward of coin versus Mara or Reut, I will choose Mara or Reut at this time. I will ignore coin. So if you're talking about Bitcoin stocks, this will be my choice. And in this, I'll be choosing Mara, preferred over Reut.
Okay.
Okay. What was your second question?
My second question was for stocks like Google or Shopify. A lot of us cannot afford that, maybe until a Friday 0 day to expiry.
No, you can all afford it. The problem is you do not like to do spreads.
Right. So that was my question. So my question was, how would you do a spread? Would you take the stop loss and the first target for the spread? Or can you just explain a little bit on that?
Okay. So let's say we have Google, right? It's a target of 3,000. Okay. Now let's imagine I have only $1,000 in my account.
Right.
Okay. And let me just make it 30. And I want to play a trade on it. So first I will do is I will choose three. It didn't even come. So I will see that for 10th of December, it's trading at 15 to 17. And 3025 is trading at 11 to 12. Okay. So I will look at the second target and I will go to the next week and I will buy a spread. And if I have options choice, I will try to buy single first. When it is in some profit, I will make a spread. But if I do not have the money, I will start with the spread itself. So I want to buy this. I will start with the spread and I will try to minimize my cost as much as I can. So in order to avoid the bigger spreads, I would wait till at least 10:30, because then the spreads are a little better, and try to enter into spreads for round numbers like 3,000, 3,050, 3,025, not like 30-10, 30-15. You will never get good spreads in these strikes, but you will definitely get value in 3,000 and 3,025. So you will be able to make money. So instead of buying one lot, you may be able to buy two lot after $1,000. And if it runs $10, $20, you will get at least 2 to 3 points in your spread. And two lots, 2 to 3 points, 500, that's about 50% gain in your spread.
Okay. So even if Google isn't the 2900s, you're saying go far out the money next week to get the spreads. Okay.
Yes, it will give you return. See, you can calculate the return using the delta. For every $1 move, it will move 0.24 in your option. So just take it from $10, your option price will move $2.5. And this will move $1.8. So you're making like on $10, you're making 70 cents. Not a bad deal, right? When you're a small account and you want to focus on less risk trades, $10 move in Google is nothing. So if you have two lots and you have $30 or maybe $50 move in Google, like today it had $60, this would have given you at least $7 to $8, almost equal to your money invested.
And then we just sell the spreads once we hit the first and second target?
Yes, or you can let them run as much as you want, because here your risk is less. Because you have not invested on naked calls, so your option theta, which is the biggest issue.
Yeah.
Theta is here. So it's not going to hit you bad, because you're getting option premium loss on both the things. Supposedly, if things do not go in the way we perceived or we started with, then what you can do is you can, let's say it can go down to 28.75, and this comes down to maybe 10, and this comes down to 6, and your option value is 5 now instead of 7, which was initially. Buy back them and then let them run again. This will recoup your losses quickly.
Okay. Thank you so much, Naval.
Okay, then we have Shashank.
Hey, Naval, I have a very simple question. So what do you think on Facebook that since it's gonna postpone their name change to 2022, do you think there's gonna be an impact for Facebook? I think
no, there's see, Facebook called Metaverse, Facebook called something else, it does not matter. The company is still the same, the business is still the same.
Gotcha. And when we are buying right now, it's been consolidating, right? It's in the range of 336 to 340, 342 something. So are you going to go long on this like Jan, or do you play weeklies on the Facebook?
I can play both.
Okay.
Because I'm just waiting for a crack above 342. If it does, I will simply go for maybe December 17 right now. And then if I make good money, I will invest that money in the March calls.
Got it. And on the daily list that you make on the Zoom or the YouTube, so do you play for the same week, or you take a couple of weeks out?
2 weeks out.
2 weeks out. Okay, gotcha. All right.
And guys, this is the thing which I've answered at least 100 billion times. I posted and pinned this on my Twitter account. That's how I follow it. So please spend 1 minute, read that, and you will have all those answers.
Gotcha. Cool. Thank you, Naval.
No worries. Yes, Mr. Sharma.
Thank you, Navalji, for taking my question. I have 2 quick questions, right? First thing, I wanted to see how to avoid the price action we saw in Moderna today. Because look at Moderna, right? It was so spiced up pre-market that the stock means I found that stock to be most manipulated stock in the market at the moment.
See, people do not understand one thing in Moderna, that it's a stock which runs on a perception that yes, they're making billions and trillions of money, but they're not.
Yeah.
So anytime you get an opportunity, just wait for it to settle and just sell it.
Look at 15 minutes. I look at generally 15 minutes.
See,
look at it, how bad is this?
It opened 370, went up, and then it was sold off. This was the price action. And now let me add the volume here. See, this was a massive volume. Somebody sold it in this area. And when it was going up, see, people are lucky because I had a Moderna call because I went long at 256. I was lucky to make money on that because it had a news, but I entered because of a technical pattern. People had positions in this and they got lucky. The same people will lose money because they will hold on to the position. I've seen this so many times. So right now, the price action and the volume, there's a divergence. You look, price was moving up. Do you see any substantial volume backing it up?
No.
And you see a red candle and there's a big volume.
That was a really killing candle which moved the price like by 23 points in a matter of 5 minutes.
See, that's the thing. It just, they are waiting to sell. People who are holding Moderna, they are waiting to sell. Every time it comes around here, they will just sell it.
Okay. The second question I had was for Unity software.
1 second. So Ryan, Jess, Neerav, I will answer all of this. Just give me 2 minutes. Yes.
The second question I have it on Unity software. So the question was that, are we done with the down, or because today was a really bad action.
No, we are not done. See, you need to understand, once you start losing these EMAs, it will try to find support at Fibonacci levels. It could not break out of 186, and today it made high 186.60, almost like point by point to this area. Could not break out. That was the first red flag. Then it break below 179. That was the second red flag. And if I break it on 30 minutes, see, my chart showed me the bear flag right at 181, 182. And then if I go back, this is an area where it has seen the selling in the past as well. And it just went on and on and on.
Okay.
So you just need to understand that where it get rejects and what are the previous level where it has seen the rejection. Every time it comes in 181, 182 area, you do not see a candle close above it. I don't see a green candle right here. So it was a sell right at this point.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, Cherry.
Hey, Naval. Thank you for doing the Zoom chat. I really appreciate it. I had a question about Tesla. I was curious about, I have some puts on Tesla and I guess end of December, and I'm looking for that price target of below 1,000. But I guess I'm the reason why I have these puts is mainly because of Elon Musk selling his shares and his brother selling his shares. So I'm aiming for that. My exit is around 1,000. So I'm curious what your thoughts on that over like a long-term thing as opposed to a day trading point of view.
See, selling is not yet completed. Today, I just removed the volume. The volume today was just 19 million as compared to the good. Let me just open
Yeah, I'm looking at the volume as well, and it's really low over the last little while.
So there was not selling in the last couple of days. So it just moved because there was a news of the Berlin factory that it's going to produce, and there is a email which was leaked that yes, they're expecting a very high number of deliveries. So that is pumping it up. Now, whether it was done intentionally so that Mr. Musk can come and sell his stake, or it was done because every time he was selling, the volume was big red.
Yeah.
But whenever it is green, there's no volume. So he still is 46% short of his target. So there's still substantial selling which can happen. But whether it come down and fill this gap at 929, that's really, really important to watch, because today it took the support of 12 EMA. If it breaks 1100, you can see 1135. Right now it is holding, and you can only see 1135 once the selling begins.
I was looking for 1060 actually, but yeah, 1135 would be, I mean, just as good.
Yes, but you need to have, like, your confirmation will come once it breaks 1105.
Okay.
So 1105 it breaks, then yes, you can see some selling in it. And this time, because this is the long-term trend line as well,
right?
It's trying to hold this line and clung into this for last couple of weeks almost. Yes, almost 10-12 days. It's hovering like up and down. So if it works out, it can move up, but if it fails, it has to fill up the gap and it has to have some momentum. I don't know what news will come, or something will come, or maybe something negative can come on Tesla, because right now this is the most overrated company in the entire world. I definitely like Elon Musk, but this is the company which is hugely overrated. Like,
That's sorry, go on.
I believe in Lucid Motors, Neo Motors much better. Like, people say they have all the data. Yes, they have all the data, but they had a lead of more than 7 years. Now, all the other companies, they're going to get massive discount as compared to Tesla. So Canoe Motors will have 12,500 discount EV credit as compared to Tesla's 7,000 credit. So why would you not buy electric vehicle? Because Tesla is not, I would say, super fancy as compared to other cars. So if you can get an electric car in 23,000, why you will pay 40,000 for it? So competition will come and it will try to hit, but that will come now or maybe next year. I don't know. But right now it is showing some strength holding onto this line. So 1100 will be my trigger point to go short.
So I guess I'm wondering, am I being foolish to hold on to these puts that for end of December essentially?
How many lots do you have?
Sorry?
How many lots do you have on puts?
I think I have around four on the 3 on 1,000 and then 1 on 1,100 put.
So December 17?
Yeah.
1,000 put. And are you in gain or in loss?
Oh, now I'm in loss. Yesterday, on Friday I was in gains, and then over the like in the morning immediately I wasn't quick enough to sell, and I'm in loss now, which is not an issue, not too big a deal. But
that's fine. You can do one thing for the time now. You can, like, if it doesn't work out, you can at least sell 950 and bring your cost down.
Right.
And once it like settles around 1150, 1160, you can buy this pack. By that time, Theta and Delta would have worked on the option prices. This would have come down to maybe 8 or 9, and 1,000 that will have come down to maybe 16 or 17.
Right.
Buy back them and then enter, leave them again. That will give you the opportunity to quickly make money, because when it falls,
essentially roll it over.
Yes, not roll it over. Make a spread to reduce the cost, reduce your exposure, and then wait. If it settles down and doesn't try to move up, at that time buy back them and let them run naked. So make a spread to begin with, and
Right.
then close the spread once the Tesla stock doesn't move higher, and then let 1,000 run. This way, you will have less chance of losing. This is what I do on my side.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Naval. I appreciate it.
No worries. So this is the last question I'm going to discuss. Test user. Can you speak? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, thanks for doing this. Really appreciate it. Two things, just Disney and Boeing. I know you're really sour on Boeing. It sounds like it's like a bad girlfriend. You've lost a lot of money on it. Is it really dead? Is it like no go?
Let me just remove the volume. I would not say it's not no go. Like one China news can just pop it up all the way to 250. But I wanted to fill this gap at 186, 187. That will be a really, really good entry for me. But if it holds this area 191, 192 and hold this gap, this means that yes, it still has that strength to move up. So this is coming into a zone where I would not neglect it, but I would try to see if it holds that 192 area. If it does, definitely a bounce can come. And that bounce will be quick. That's my BA. The second one was Disney. Disney has the gaps. Like I was discussing Disney right at 167 area, that once it breaks this, it's going to come down, and it did that. So it's in this area, right? Yes. It still has a gap here. So this gap is totally filled. So if you really, really want to go long here, I think 147, 146 area is a good support area, and it has already shown a green flag here. So possibly if you see a green candle tomorrow, it has potential to run towards 154, 155. But again, I would not touch Disney. It will not give me good return for my money as compared to any other ticker. Do you have anything else? Okay, so
Sorry about that. My AirPods were all jacked up. No, that's all. Just Airbnb looks like it might have done a Morningstar pattern today.
Morningstar usually is the red, again red or maybe dodgy, and then the green. It looks like Morningstar on the candles thing, but it's not actually a Morningstar. It's struggling around 179 area, which was the gap. So if it holds this 179.80 area, it might go up to 186. But with COVID news, I would not touch this. It has seen some good resistance in this area in the past, and then once it broke it, it went up. Now again, it's facing that kind of resistance. So either let it cross 182, 183, then you will have opportunity to go for 191. But this is not a Morningstar.
I see.
Morningstar, you should have red, the red doji, or maybe red small body candle, and then followed by a green.
Yeah, I mean, just to my eyes, though, it looks like that 168 level has a lot of support.
Yes, this has a lot of support.
Yeah, and that's the 382 fib retracement from what are your levels?
I made it from here.
So is that
120
that's an extension?
extension, yes.
Okay.
Because I'm expecting it to move higher, so I'm using extensions.
Yeah, and that's like a pretty long-term extension, right? You're going all the way from January low to March high down to a May low. Is that?
Yes. And you see that all the levels are respected.
Yeah.
I do not have to make this again and again. Once it breaks out by 428%, then I change it. Otherwise, I just keep on holding this.
I mean, and that's like a pretty solid place to get support, right? 38.2 fib retracement under the 50 level,
Yep.
finding support. It should break through 50 and then get to the 61.8.
Correct.
That's
Correct.
my guess, but
yes, that's what happens. Like 50 is just like a small resistance or a small support. If it breaks this 179.96, goes above 34 EMA, that will give me confidence that yes, it has strength, and then it can hit 191 pretty easily.
right. And then once after 191, if things are looking good, Santa's come to town, you're straight up to 229. That's
Right.
my eyes, but who knows?
Yes. But last time it failed at 208. 1, 2, 3, 4. And see, I have this in the past, and all of these are respected automatically.
Yeah. That's true. It's I mean, I say 229 is a hop, skip, and a jump, but it's got to break through a lot of resistance to get there.
Yes. It has potential, but stock market is stock market.
All right, man. You're the best. I love it. Thank you.
No worries. So let me just discuss GOEV and Zscaler. So GOEV, I closed my position today. It was an inside day breakout. It has come down into this area. I would like to see or enter again in GOEV again, but I want to come and test this 12, 11, 12 area once again. Once it comes in that area, then yes, I want to go long in GOEV. But I'm bullish on this company. The only thing I wanted to book profit on the table, and I did that. Now we'll enter again. Zscaler. I need to make some levels here. I have not tested this chart. Let me make this was a low. Okay. And then I need to make some it there. Okay, so 355 area is support area. Yeah, 355 it breaks it. It has potential to go to 385, 86. That's the Zscaler. So it's bullish as of now. It's showing positive movement, higher, high, higher, low. It's showing some strength. So Zscaler can move up. PayPal. Nick, I'm not confident on PayPal at all. This is an area where it has seen some level of consolidation. And let me add the volume profile. And guys, this is my last ticker because I'm totally done. If it does not hold this 180, 584 area, it will quickly slide. So 176 should be a benchmark. 176 below, you will lose it. You will lose it quickly. That's still $10. And when you have 250 stocks, or at 250, you should sell some call options to cover your losses. It's coming in an area where it should bounce. If it doesn't, then it will just give back everything which it has. So it's not looking good. Owner, I will definitely do that once I find time because I'm taking out time from my own sleep and it's hitting my health very seriously. So I need to think about this, like doing sessions every night because I need to get up early in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock. I need to get up so I can reach my office. But once I will find some time, I will definitely do that. All right, guys, it's already 11:50 now. I need to take your leave. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Thank you very much.